Let's get right into it. Number 10. The sugar rush myth. Parents have long believed that giving kids sugar turns them into wild balls of energy. But science says otherwise. Researchers gave some children sugar and others a placebo, without letting the parents or kids know which was which. The results showed no difference at all. The kids who ate sugar were no more hyper than those who did not. What really changed was the parents' perception. When they thought their child had sugar, they started looking for signs of hyperactivity. If the kid jumped once, it was sugar. If the kid laughed, sugar again. The whole belief started in the 1970s when a doctor claimed food additives made children hyper. Parents quickly latched on to the idea. But kids at birthday parties are energetic because of the party itself. They are excited, overstimulated, maybe lacking sleep. Sugar-free cake would not change that. Number 9. Your brain is not on idle mode. You have probably heard that people use only 10% of their brains. That is about as accurate as saying fish use 10% of the ocean. Hollywood even built entire movies around it, where one pill suddenly unlocks genius powers. In reality, your brain is working at full speed all the time. Modern brain scans show activity happening everywhere, even while you sleep. It keeps your heart beating, controls your breathing, and replays that awkward memory from last week. The brain makes up only 2% of body weight, but consumes 20% of body energy. That is like a tiny heater draining most of your electricity. If 90% of it was useless, nature would have removed it long ago. Even small brain injuries cause massive problems, proving every part has a job. The myth likely started when a Harvard professor in the 1800s suggested humans were not reaching their full potential. People misunderstood that as 10% use only. Number 8. Pennies from skyscrapers will not kill you. You have heard the story about a penny dropped from the Empire State Building smashing through someone's skull. It sounds dramatic, but it is false. When a penny falls, it speeds up at first, then air resistance takes over. Air is not empty, it pushes back and slows the fall. By the time a penny has dropped about 50 feet, it reaches terminal velocity, just 25 miles per hour. That is slower than a casual cyclist. Getting hit by a penny at that speed would sting, but not kill. In space with no air, yes, the penny could reach deadly speeds. But here on Earth, you are far more at risk from a falling pen. Pens are aerodynamic enough to act like mini arrows. Number 7. Lightning strikes again and again. You have heard the phrase, lightning never strikes the same place twice. That could not be more wrong. The Empire State Building alone is hit about 25 times a year. A park ranger named Roy Sullivan was struck 7 separate times and survived every one. His co-workers even avoided him during storms. Lightning naturally seeks the tallest object around. So if you are standing under a lone tree in a field, you are a target. To make it stranger, lightning can strike miles away from a storm. These are called bolts from the blue because they appear out of a clear sky. Number 6. Vikings had no horns. Those famous horned Viking helmets you see in movies and comics are pure invention. 19th century costume designers created them for operas, thinking they looked more dramatic on stage. But in reality, no warrior would want to run into battle wearing handles for the enemy to grab. Horns would get stuck on tree branches or doorways during raids. Real Viking helmets that archaeologists discovered are simple protective gear, often with a nose guard. Some ceremonial horned helmets found in Denmark date to thousands of years before Vikings and had ritual use only. Costume designers confused them with Viking gear, and history has been fooled ever since. Number 5. Razors do not change your hair. People say shaving makes hair come back thicker and darker. That is false. Shaving just cuts hair straight across, creating a blunt edge. That blunt stubble feels rougher than the natural pointed end of an uncut hair. As it grows back, it feels thicker but is not. Your hair's growth, thickness, and color are set by genetics, not razors. If shaving truly made hair grow stronger, balding men would have solved their problem by now. The myth sticks around because the texture of stubble feels like proof, even though it is the same hair you had before. Number 4. Eat and swim without fear. Many of us were told to wait half an hour after eating before swimming, or risk cramps and drowning. Yet there is zero medical evidence for this. No recorded case exists of someone drowning simply because they swam after a meal. The theory suggested digestion steals blood from your limbs, causing cramps. But your body can easily handle both. At worst, you might feel a minor cramp if you swim too hard after overeating, the same as running on a full stomach. In fact, competitive swimmers snack between training sessions. The American Red Cross has confirmed the warning is a myth. Number 3. Your head is not a heat chimney. Parents warn that half your body heat escapes through your head, so wear a hat or freeze. That claim came from an old Army manual where test subjects were bundled in heavy winter gear but left bareheaded. Naturally, most heat left through the only exposed skin. In reality, heat loss is proportional to exposed surface area. Since your head is about 10% of body area, you lose about 10% of heat there, not 50. Adults lose just as much heat through uncovered arms or legs. The only real exception is babies, whose larger head size makes the warning more accurate for them. Number 2, goldfish have memory. The old claim that goldfish only remember things for 3 seconds is nonsense. Experiments show they can solve mazes and remember solutions months later. They recognize human faces and even learn tricks. Some goldfish have been trained to swim through hoops, play simple games, or distinguish between pieces of music. Their tiny brains still manage impressive learning, making them far more intelligent than their reputation suggests. Scientists believe studying their memory may help us understand our own. Number 1, gum does not live in your stomach for years. Swallowing gum will not glue it inside you for 7 years. Gum travels through your digestive system just like any indigestible food. Think of corn kernels, it passes right through. Most gum is out of your body in 1 or 2 days. Unless you are swallowing massive amounts daily, it causes no harm. People have been chewing substances like tree resin or sap for thousands of years without disaster. Gum sticks to sidewalks longer than it sticks inside you. That wraps up today's list. I will be creating many more videos uncovering the truth behind everyday myths. Be sure to subscribe so you do not miss the next one.